Call Haloyim, La Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shah, Hamashiach. That's all praises to the Most High God in the name of His only begotten Son, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. Right, it's your brother Yeremia from the Sakari Philly set. Do another sit down, to wake up the lost sheep, right, and to uplift the Heavenly Father, right. So just going to this real quick, and the topic trying to go into is talking about the immorality and the the uh sexualizing our daughters, right, our little girls, way before they time, right. That goes on with our people. That goes on in the world in general, but really, yeah, I mean, we're called to wake up the lost sheep, the house of Israel. So what these other nations and these heathens do, like, that's not what we're supposed to take part in. We're supposed to be a set apart people, right, and be called to be different and called to really be a light into this world, right. We're called to be like a shining example of what a people is supposed to be, not try to out whore or out pimp, outdo, out wickedness the other nations. Right, so let's talk about this real quick. This movie called Cuties, right? Let's just talk about this director first. Uh, the director Sterling Van Wiggins, right, or Wiggin, directed. He won a directing award at the Sundance Film Festival, right, earlier this year. He's the co-founder of of uh of uh of this, right. He's the co-founder of Sundance. So he won an award for directing this movie, right? This movie that promotes pedophilia, right? But let's go into this. And he pled guilty to sexually abusing a child, right? And got 6 years in prison after pleading guilty for sexually abusing a child. So the director of this movie already, like, just to start off, the director of this movie is already pled guilty. He pled guilty to sexually abusing a child, right? And the movie is about trying to stop sexual abuse of children, right? This is the craziness of this movie. The movie is rated MA. The film is rated MA. This program is intended to be viewed by a mature audience, by a mature adult audience, and may be unsuitable for children under 17. But with the viewing the color scheme of the cover of the video, and how they promote it, it's all these colors. It's obviously young little girls on there. So I mean, I don't understand how little kids wouldn't gravitate to it. It's kids on the cover of it. It's real bright and colorful, right? But then it's called MA for the immorality that's in the movie. And what is the immorality in the movie, right? Nudity of adults? No, it's the over sexualizing of children, right? And their mindset is so wicked. These other nations' mindset, they try to justify it and say that their mindset was to try to stop pedophilia, and their mindset was, oh, we're going to try to stop pedophilia by promoting it or showing it in a movie, right? That concept is so dumb. That's like saying, all right, I'm gonna stop a person from being an alcoholic by giving him this bottle. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna buy him a bottle and give him this bottle. That's gonna stop them from being an alcoholic, right? I'm gonna stop this person from being a crackhead, yeah, I mean, or a junkie, and I'm gonna go buy him a bag of dope and give it to him. That'll show them to stop being a junkie, right? The mindset of it is so crazy, like, and not even to go into the snippets or clips that they were showing of it, and of things that was being said. It wasn't done in the United States. I think it's a French movie, right? But nevertheless, um believe that it's our people that's in it, outside of the, some of the other girls and the casting in it. But some, I think the main star of it is a little sister, right? And she's supposed to actually be Muslim, and supposed to be dressing up in garments and stuff like that. But after seeing girls from school, be really sexual and stuff like that, she kind of thinks that the lifestyle that her mom is telling her, of wearing garments and stuff, is kind of like lame, and she want to pursue that. But be it as it may, I mean, this is not something that our people is supposed to is supposed to do, just because these other nations do. I mean, and immorality goes on throughout these nations. But again, this is not something that we're supposed to take part in. Let's go into these scriptures just real quick. I'm gonna go here. This Leviticus 19 and 29 in the Good News translation, right? Do not disgrace your daughters by making them temple prostitutes. And that's the way how we disgrace our daughters, right? By making them whores and prostitutes, right? Just like, we have to follow after the Egyptians, the Canaanites, the Edomites, after all nations. Like, we look to them to be the example that we're supposed to be to them. Like, we look for them to be our example. Whatever they want to do, whatever they want to wear, and then the thing is that we always have to out whore them. We have to out whore them. We have to out gay them. We have to out be more wicked than them. Like, whatever we do, we have to outdo it more than them, even though we learn it from them. I'm reading again, Leviticus 19 and 29 in the GNT. Do not disgrace your daughters by making them temple prostitutes, right? How do we make them be temple prostitutes? I mean, like, it was a way back then by making them be temple prostitutes, but how do we make them be temple prostitutes today? By allowing them, seeing them wear these skimpy and degrading clothes, but then allowing them to still go to the chief places of the city, like go downtown, go to some of them go to church, some of them go to these different outlets and different places, wearing these clothes, and you preserve them to be a prostitute, because the mindset that you have, that you allow to be stolen in their mind by them wearing it, and you not checking them by wearing it, right? And then allowing them to come back in 11 o'clock at night, right? 10 o'clock at night, 14 years old, 14, 12 years old, right? If you do, you will turn the other gods, you will turn to other gods, and the land will be full of immorality, right? Immorality. And that's what we see. We see immorality, right? Immorality. The state or quality of being immoral, right? Or wickedness, right? And that's what we see all in our community. We see a state of immorality, right? A state of wickedness in our community, on high levels, right? Because we choose to allow our daughters that we degrade them and disgrade them, and and lower their morality to be prostitutes. Let's go here real quick. Ezekiel 16. Ezekiel 16 and 44. But everyone that taketh, but everyone that useth proverbs shall use this proverb against thee, saying, as is the mother, so is the daughter. So these nations go around and say not just call us bywords and proverbs, but like these different names that they put on us, but they also got wise sayings that they say about us, you know. And she get it from her mama. How does she get it from her mama? Not just talking about her body, talking about her stink attitude. Like they say, I got a stink walk. And a stink face. Like, why would you even say that about yourself? Why would you have a stink walk? Like having like the term of stink is not actually a good thing. Like to say, what's her name? Megan Thee Stallion, she says I got a stink walk. Like that's not a good thing, sis. Like but this is what's being promoted in our community. And it says, so take up this proverb, these proverbs shall use these proverbs shall use this proverb against thee, saying, as is the mother, so is the daughter, right? Because I know a lot of times our fathers ain't in the household. Because of a lot of times because of the curse. Sometimes they get put out of the household. Sometimes, going against the wife. Sometimes, men just leave the household, through their wickedness. But fact of the matter is, if a man is in the household, more than likely a male will not allow his daughter to just go around and wear and be anything that they want to be, right? This is a lot of times promoted and okayed by the mom, because a lot of times they're a little bit young. So this is why, like, when brothers will say, oh well, you look like your you look like y'all sisters. Like, females get so hype on that compliment that they don't even, realize, they don't soak in the compliment and then be like, well, after they taking the compliment, well, but I'm her mom. I'm an authority. I'm an authoritative figure in her life. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't they get so, infatuated with that compliment that they don't even go to that point. Yeah, I do look young, but I'm still an authoritative figure in her life. You know what I'm saying? Like, meaning that meaning that she still got a role to play and I got a role to play, right? Even though I may look young. And going back to these heathens, we know that these heathens do this, right? Let's just talk about Esau in particular, especially because everybody's about to go out and vote, right? And we know that Joe Biden, he goes around, and this is plenty of videos that anybody can look up, that he goes around and sniffs little girls hair, right? And he does it live and direct right on TV, right? And it's plenty of videos that show this, right? Donald Trump is he's on The View. I think this is a couple years ago. He's on The View, the show, and he has his daughter Avant there, and she was gonna be in Playboy. Whether or not if she did the Playboy shoot, I'm not sure on, but she was gonna be in a Playboy and do a Playboy shoot, and he was saying, well, like, it's okay for her to be on it, but I don't want her to be in a magazine. I guess he was basically trying to indicate that he don't want her to do nudity in the magazine, but like he was saying that she can take pictures and be on Playboy, but not do nudity. But then he went after that to say, even though, I know she has a very nice body, right? You know what I mean? Or a nice figure, I think was the term that he used, that she has a very nice figure. And after he said that, he said, if she wasn't my daughter, I would be with her, right? What type of sick mind would allow you to say this? right? Like, what type of sick mind would allow you to say this about your daughter? And you know, I say that to not even talk about the incest, because obviously she's an adult. But if you go and look up pictures of him and of my his daughter, when she was younger, you would see appropriated pictures of them, right? There you would see that of them there. So you know, just because these nations do it, it doesn't mean that we should do it. It doesn't mean that we should go about and promoting this type of lifestyle, which we're supposed to be cut and to be different. Let me go here. This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 20 and verse 26, out of the NLT. You must be holy, because I, Yahweh, am holy. I have set you apart from all other people to be my very own, right? So the Lord set us apart to be different from other people. So we shouldn't try to be like other people that the Lord said that we're better than, right? Like, I mean, like, we're better than these other nations. So we shouldn't try to, you know, try to be so, try to fit in, and, try to, I mean, feel like, oh well, I mean, I'm not gonna blend in. I can't, I don't want to be looked at as being uppity. You should feel uppity, because you're better than these other nations, right? And you're supposed to be the light and shining example to them. And we have to talk about these type of things and sit down and talk about these type of things. Why? Because, like, you don't know what wrong is until it's actually brought out, right? Until you actually hear somebody say what wrong is. A lot of times people don't know what wrong is. So these type of things have to be talked about. That's in our community, right? And we have to strive for greatness. We have to strive for perfection, right? Like the Messiah said, Matthew 5:48. We have to strive for perfection, right? Because we are an holy and set apart people. I mean, and hopefully, I mean, the message hit home, and hopefully, some brothers and sisters were edified. I mean, until the next time, I bid shalom.